Hi, this is Jim from Crypto Cognition, and welcome to my very first cryptocurrency video. As I noticed the interest in cryptos increase across the news and alternative media, I wanted to create this channel to help educate, illuminate, and celebrate all things cryptocurrency. Now, it's my view that cryptocurrency is the future of commerce, and I want to get everybody on board as soon as possible because high tide raises everyone's boat. Now, my goal is to provide daily news and updates from the world of cryptos. Now, I know that there's many fine cryptocurrency channels out there, and I hope that I can just lend a different perspective on things with my style and information. Now, today for the very first broadcast, I'm going to talk about exchanges. There's many popular exchanges out there, and I'm going to go over a few of them and let you know which ones that I use. So let's start here with probably the biggest and most well-known, and that would be Coinbase. Coinbase is a U.S. based exchange, and it is, as I said, probably the most popular. I want to say last month they had, in a 3-day period, 100,000 applications to join Coinbase. So there's no shortage of people really right now that are getting involved in the in the cryptocurrency world. So that's, of course, one of the reasons again that I created this video is to hopefully I can educate my friends. So rather than call them on the phone and talk to 8 or 10 of them and explain it over and over again, I can just create one video and perhaps they can watch it. So let's move on to the next one here is Gemini, which is another very popular exchange. It was created by the Winklevoss brothers. If that name doesn't sound familiar, they were the ones that were trying to get the ETF going a few months back. I think it got turned down. They may actually, the cryptocurrency ETF, or perhaps it was a Bitcoin ETF, I think. They are going to be trying again, though. And I guess this time around they may actually have much better luck. So we will see. But Gemini, I do have an account on Gemini. I don't know if I've ever traded on this exchange before. But I do have multiple accounts on multiple exchanges. I should say single accounts on multiple exchanges. Just in case one exchange is down or having problems, or maybe the server went down or it got hacked. At least there's other exchanges that you can use to actually access cash. Now, you don't really need to use an exchange technically if you have a wallet on your phone, or a software wallet or hardware wallet, which I'm going to go over tomorrow on tomorrow's broadcast. But if you want to actually take cash, U.S. dollars, from proceeds or profits from any of the cryptocurrencies that you have, you're going to most likely want to join one of the exchanges, and you're going to link your bank account to have it sent to you. Now, you can, as I said before, you can have it sent directly to your wallet. There are websites that you can buy gift cards, where you can buy gift cards for, say, Home Depot or Best Buy. Many different merchants. But you're really not going to be able to probably pay your rent with a Best Buy card. So at some point, if you want to take some profits from cryptocurrencies, you're going to have to get an exchange if you want cash profits. Now let's move on to the next one here, which is Kraken, which is the one that I use primarily. This is U.S. based as well. The thing I like about Kraken is the very high level of amount of money that you can exchange in a day. I want to say it's $25,000 limit. That is probably one of the highest limits of any of the exchanges. So if you're a high dollar investor and you really are going to go all in on the cryptos and you want to be able to take out large sums of money, you can go to the Kraken account here, or the Kraken exchange, and sign up. Now, all of these accounts are really free to sign up. It doesn't cost you anything, of course. You see here, create an account, email, username, and password. That's all that you need to agree to this service. That's all you really need to really sign up to most of these exchanges. However, if you want to link your bank account, you're going to have to go through a couple more steps as far as you're going to have a selfie. You're going to have to create an ID, you're going to have to upload an ID. You're going to have to upload a utility bill from your current address. It has to match, your driver's license, that type of thing. So not difficult, just extra steps. All of these exchanges, I believe, you can sign in without a whole lot of information and still transfer, a minimal amount of cryptos a day, a couple $1,000s, I think, a day. So if that's enough for you, great. If you want to, if you plan on really going, in more than that, I would certainly suggest an exchange. Now we're going to move on to another couple here, a couple more exchanges. Poloniex, it gets mixed reviews. I'm not sure if it's even in the United States. Yeah, it is in Delaware, it says. So this is probably not one of the most popular. It's pretty popular, but not probably these three I just talked about are probably the three most popular. This exchange here, I do have some coins on the tokens, I think, on this exchange here. Not many, under $50 worth probably. I don't use this exchange very often. Some people, if you see some videos, some people I think will say that they don't like this exchange for some reason. I haven't really looked into it much. I've just never really had a lot of resources pass through here, so if something does happen, I will never lose a whole lot of money. At any rate, this is another one, Poloniex. And again, I encourage you to have multiple accounts, just in case. The last one we're going to look at here is HitBTC. I do have an account on this one. I don't think I've ever used it. Maybe to buy some Populous perhaps one time, but I don't log into this account very often. But again, I have it if I need it. I have it, I have it here in case other sites go down or in case any of my other, any other exchanges are having issues. Now I want to say here, talking about exchanges, I highly, highly recommend that you take the extra step and do the two-step verification if it's available, and I believe it's available on all of these. Definitely do the two-step verification where you have to install a program called Google Authenticator on your mobile phone, and that way it's going to be virtually say hack proof by even if someone had like a keystroke program on your computer, it's still going to be pretty hard and practically impossible for them to know what number is going to be coming up on your phone, because your phone is specifically linked to that two-step verification. So it's practically impossible for the average person to hack it, or even the average hacker. So I would suggest all the way that you definitely do the two-step authentication on all of these exchanges. So the last two things I'm going to talk about here is, this is Bitstamp. This is, I wouldn't necessarily consider this an exchange, but if you are trying to get, if you're having a hard time getting, if you're waiting, let's say you're trying to sign up for one of these these exchanges I just talked about, sometimes it's going to take up to a week or 2 weeks actually for that to happen. So what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to, if you want to still buy Bitcoin, you can go to Bitstamp. And when you go to Bitstamp, you can just use your credit card. It's very easy to just register and go in there. And I don't believe you have to do a lot of shenanigans. You can just use your credit card and buy Bitcoin, and then you can take that and you can transfer it over to a wallet, which is what I'll be talking about tomorrow, as I stated. So but it's bitstamp.net, and you can see the price for Bitcoin as I do this video here is $32.66. Not quite at the all-time high, but boy, I think it's going to pass the all-time high here pretty soon. According to Cliff High, I'm not sure if anyone knows Cliff High, but his report came out yesterday. It's pretty encouraging. I have a chance to check that out. Last one I'm going to talk about here is a really cool site called Fiatleak.com. So what you're looking at here is of course, that's a copy of the world there, a map of the world, and you're seeing how much of Bitcoin people are purchasing real time across the planet. Now this is all of course, this is US dollars, euros, Japan, Canada, Great Britain. Some of these, I'm not sure, some of these are Australia, I'm sure. The China's here, Brazil, all kinds of different countries that are buying Bitcoin, and you can see it here. It does a ticking. It does a hour, 30 minutes, 10 minutes. And you can see in real time now. Anytime it goes over, I think 20 Bitcoin order, a bell goes off, and you can turn that feature off or on. But I just wanted to kind of point that out to you. It's kind of a cool site. You can see sometimes, man, it's really been. You can see the coins flip going fast over to the United States mostly, and China. So thanks so much for joining me here on this very first video. I will be back tomorrow for more news and updates, and as I said, I'm going to be talking about wallets. So until then, this is Jim from Crypto Cognition saying thanks for joining me. Hi, this is Jim from Crypto Cognition, and I just wanted to turn you on to one of the best sites I've ever found as it pertains to the blockchain and to cryptocurrency, and that's a Bitconnect. Bitconnect. That's right. I have actually went in and joined the program and loaned some of my Bitconnect tokens that I purchased with Bitcoin out, and I'm making money every day, about a 1% a day average interest, and you can start with as little as $100. So if that's something that you're interested in, put your cryptocurrency to work for you. Click the link below the video in the description box, and you can go right directly to Bitconnect and sign up. Thanks so much.